Hey everyone. Okay. This might be darker than I wanted it to be. Hey guys, welcome. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes. Good morning. Tell me hello, say hi. Let me know what you're doing this morning. I am just on my other Hey guys, I'm just gonna see if you can see me if I stand up. Yeah, pretty good. Can you see me? Does it, Carrie? Oh, thanks. Okay. And can you see me if I lay down? I can't tell because the comments are coming. So tell me if you can see me and hear me if I lay all the way down like this. So tell me all those things while I try to get the other. Good morning. Hey guys. Awesome. Lighting's okay. So guys, if you're just hopping in, I'm just asking if you can see me standing up and see me lying down. So standing I think is okay. If I lie down, if I sit down, can you see my knees? It's like dark, I can't tell. I might come over and adjust it. Can't really see you. Oh gosh. Let me see what other lighting I have. I wonder if I close these, if that'll help at all. Let me close some things. Tell me if that's better. Good morning. Okay. Kathy, yes, move the mat back. My butt will be off the I'll just move this back. Gotta move my rug. All right, hopefully that's a little better. It's 9. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes because people are friending me on Facebook that want to come in. Next time I might try to do this on my business page so it's more public. But, you know, baby steps. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Get into something comfy. So while we wait for people, I might even move this a little over. See, and then you see my messy everything, and you can't see me. But that's the problem with having windows in my yoga space. Not a problem for me, but a problem for you. So hopefully that's better. Yeah, maybe you can see that better. And then I'll move it. I'll come over and move it when we stand up. So what I wanted to just show you while people are coming in. Hi guys, welcome. Good morning. Just things around your house, right? So I have blocks here. So if you don't have yoga blocks, I wanted you to try and grab something like a regular box. This is a very sturdy just box that I have, you know, and you can use 1 or 2. So you can use 1 and come up like this, right? You can also have a chair by you. So go ahead and grab your kitchen chair. Nobody minds. They can eat breakfast on the floor. Pillows. Grab a couple of your living room or bedroom pillows. I have 4 here. Just depends if you need them or not, if you need props or not. The chair is going to be helpful for those who are invalids like me, who have, you know, back issues, leg issues, any kind of issues. grab your chair and we'll use this as a prop. This is a yoga strap, right? But if you don't have one of these, you can grab a tie, a scarf, some kind of thing. We might not get to this in today's video, but I did want you to. And then if you can't think of anything, I did just want to offer your children's toys. You know, you might have some kids' toys hanging around, boxes or, you know, bowling pins, which are a little unsturdy, but hey, they get the job done. So that is that. Give me just one more minute. My internet is being slow over here on the dinosaur computer. Welcome, guys. Tell me who's here. I'm just going to give it one more minute. Just closing out some things on the dinosaur over here. Grab some water, preferably with a lemon in it. And tell me if you guys can hear me okay, because I'm a little close now. I'm going to be back here. I don't have one of those fancy microphones. Okay, one last try. Hold on. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome. We'll start yoga and movement, and more importantly, centering and de-stressing in just a moment. Okay. So I was just saying, for those of you who are, you know, coming on my Facebook page, if you're new to just being my Facebook friend, welcome. I will try today to get my Facebook page up and running so that, which has been idle for a while, so that it's easier for the public to come on. And happy snow day for those in New England. Let me know where else it's snowing from where you're watching. Okay. And if you guys see me get up at all during the thing, I'll talk a lot about, you know, staying in different poses. Okay. I think we're good. We got one more friend request. I just want to get all the friend requests in because people are seeing my emails and posts late. Okay, so go ahead and let the kids join in, or and Heather is confirmed. Okay, so yeah, if you see me getting up at all and you know, doing anything with the computer, I'm just letting more people come in, but I will always give you the poses to do and the modifications. Okay, so just checking a couple more comments. You're welcome, Alex Joe. Awesome, awesome, that's perfect. Awesome. Okay, I can't see the new ones coming in, so go ahead and come into your comfy seat, wherever you are, on the kitchen, floor, in the bathroom, the living room. Let me know if you can hear this okay. And the first prop that might be helpful for you are your pillows. You can also grab a blanket, right? Like a blanket from your bed, from your couch. And two ways that it might be a little helpful to just sit comfortably, right? We're used to sitting in chairs and whatnot. You can take a pillow or two or three or a blanket and put it right behind your bum. So you can just put it right behind, and it's going to let your hips come up more. It's going to let your knees go down more. This is typically more comfortable for people. You can also take the blankets or the pillows and put them underneath your knees. Okay, so if you can't sit comfortably at all and the knees pop way up, then go ahead and prop those pillows right underneath your knees and lift them up. You just want to be comfy. Okay, let me know if you can hear me okay too. But you know what? Don't, because if you're watching, I don't want you to touch this at all. Okay, so go ahead in your comfy seat. Close the eyes. Okay, you'll hear me. You'll hear me. Go ahead and close the eyes. Take a few deep breaths, right? Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. I want you to notice the space that you're in right now. You're not in a yoga studio. You have family around. First and foremost, our priority is not to get mad at our family for making noise. Right? We have, my neighbors are remodeling, so I think they're like moving furniture all up in the upstairs. So notice the kids' video games or movies or whatever your partner is doing in the kitchen or the basement. I want you to notice the noise, and I want you to breathe into that noise. And from here on out, the noise is going to be white noise. You're actually going to use it as part of your practice today. Now we're going to be here centering for a little bit. This is a big, big part of my practice. And it should be a big, big part of what can calm you down, okay, and bring you some peace. So go ahead, and first step is just to breathe and to notice and to be aware of the lighting that's coming through closed eyelids, the birds if you hear them like I do, the kids, and it's okay if you get interrupted. Just let all of it be a part of the practice of mindfulness, and I even call it heartfulness instead of mindfulness because we're trying to get out of the mind as much as possible. Inhale. So just notice here. Notice where the breath is coming into the body. Notice where the breath is coming into the body. And what I mean by that is, where do you feel it enter the most? Do you feel it in the nostrils? Do you feel it enter into the chest? Do you feel it in your shoulders? Do you feel it into the belly? So I want you to feel where the breath is entering the most. It could be the place that you need the most stillness, or it could be the place where you're the most tense. Now start to slow down the breath. Start to slow it down and make it long. If it's helpful to open the mouth just for a moment to release any hot air, any tension, do it. But try to come back to that closed mouth. For those of you who have oils in your practice, if you have one close by, grab one. I'm using Balance today. I can smell this diffusing behind me in my other room. I have it next to me. We'll use it in a moment. So if you don't want to get up, don't do that yet. I'll talk more about that later. Now I want you to bring your hands to your chest very lightly. Okay, we're going to bring the fingertips like at the collarbone. I want you to feel the breath, even if it's coming in somewhere different. I just want you to notice the tension you might have in your shoulders and your neck and your chest. Notice if the breath is coming into your hands at all, with your hands on your collarbone. And then if you feel the breath coming into your chest at all, I want you to drop it down into your belly. So let the breath drop into the belly. This should feel like you're giving yourself a beer belly. Right? It should feel not what many people are used to. So drop it into the belly. Give yourself that belly that moves out. What's happening here is as the belly expands, the diaphragm, which is an involuntary muscle, drops. And what that does is it gives us more space for our lungs. Okay, so instead of breathing into the lungs, we actually drop the belly, drop all the breath into the belly. Belly expands, drops the diaphragm, and the lungs expand naturally. So feel that for a few breaths if this is something you're not used to. Now, as you feel this breath coming into your belly, I want you to start to expand it into your ribs. That means sideways. Breathe in sideways. Still keeping it out of the, pushing into the chest. Just breathe into the belly, push it sideways into the ribs. We're going to hang out here for a minute. Now, those of you who are pretty calm in the chest, I want you to start to bring the hands down to the low ribs as you do this. Keep breathing. Notice if you can keep it here. If you can't, or if you don't have the flexibility to bring your hands around your ribs on the side, bring it to the front and back. But feel those ribs. Now what's going to happen is you're going to start to breathe so deeply into the belly and low ribs that you're actually going to start to feel what might be considered, called as tight into the lungs. And I'll explain why. You're breathing so deeply that for the first time, the bronchioles, the bronchial tubes in your lungs are being filled up with air. Now, I was doing this so intensely the other day recently, and so consistently, not as I'm talking here to you, but just alone, like so consistently breathing into the ribs and into the belly that I could start to feel it not only come up through my chest, the little bronchioles that felt very strange, but all the way down into my arms and into my fingers. I want you to do this for just 2 or 3 more breaths. Welcome, guys. Those are just joining. We're just breathing here into the ribs, into the low belly. Any noise that you hear in your home, consider it white noise. Good. Last breath. Inhale the whole body. Inhale the ribs, the side ribs, the chest, the collarbone, up through the face, up through the top of the head. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. I'll bring one sound of peace to you today. You can join me. You can listen in. Okay, join people in your family. We're going to inhale and sound one sound of Om. Inhale. Oh. Inhale, and as you exhale, keep the chest relaxed, keep the shoulders relaxed. If you have oils in your home, take whatever you have. If you have balance, that's what my recommendation is today. Take the cap off, smell it, take a drip or 2 in your hands. Go ahead and rub it in between your hands. I'll talk more about how to get these later. You're just going to rub it, or even if you don't have an oil, I want you to rub your hands together. Get some friction, get some heat in your hands right now. Put it on anywhere in the body that feels tight. Your shoulders, your belly, if that breathing thing felt tight, put it right over your belly. There's a huge amount to say for how much human touch, even if it's ourselves and our own heat and our own friction, can heal different parts of our body. So go ahead and enjoy those who are breathing that in right now. And if not, just create that heat, right? And know that you can give yourself self-massage at any time. Now go ahead and bring the hands down by the hips and lift them all the way up. Inhale. Exhale right down through the heart center. Do this a few times, right? Now that you know how to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Release it right down through heart center. I wish I could see you guys right now, but I know you're working with me. Inhale, lift. Exhale right down through heart center. Go ahead and release that left hand right below. I think you're looking at me opposite, right? So this should be your left hand down and right hand open. We're just going to pump. We're just going to, you can stay on the blankets or pillows if that feels more comfortable for your spine. We're just going to drop that left hand down, pump the right open. The right hip stays down. And we're just breathing. You'll start to feel your tension, you know, creep up. It's just a habit, right? Bring your right hand down, open up that left side. We're going to keep the hip down, open up that left side. We're just pumping. We're keeping the right elbow bent, opening up that left side. I don't know what I said before, but just do the opposite side. I think I'm mirror image to you. You guys can let me know later. Good. We're going to go back and forth here. So we'll come back to that first side. Left side, elbow down, elbow bends. You open that right side. Now the head and neck is in line with the spine. Remember, it's attached, guys. It's attached. It's in line with the spine. So we don't want to drop it way down. We don't want to lift it way up. It's just in line. It's just chilling. Hanging out. Go ahead, pump it. Good. Right hand down, left hand open. I'm a big fan of expression in my classes. My students know this. Hi, students. I see some of you here. So go ahead. Any noise that wants to come out of you, right? You just let it. Go ahead and come up to the other side. We're just going to do this one more time each side. It should be 3 each side. If you want to stay there and stretch and breathe in here. Oh, with that deep breath feels so good. Yes, this feels good to me too. Exhale, the final side. Good. And then go ahead and bring those hands up again. Exhale right down through heart center. So go ahead and either flip forward over your knees, remove the pillows, or go ahead and come over to your hands and knees for a moment. Now, you can sit on the mat like I have, or you can be facing the video with your mat straight, because I'm going to be kind of flipping all around here. So we're going to bring, we're going to come into tabletop. Okay, so just come into tabletop, and your hands are right below your shoulders, right? And your bum and hips are right above your knees. So go ahead and wiggle and waggle into place. If your dog is on your mat right now, just follow what they're doing. If they're licking you, just let it be. If your kids are climbing on you, that's usually what it looks like at my house, right? So go ahead and keep wiggling back and forth. And you're just going to do what's called the S or the C curve. You're just going to bring your left hip out to the left and then just look at it. So you're stretching that right side, the right elbow can bend. And then inhale back to center, exhale to the other side. So the hip goes first and then you look at it, right? Inhale back to center, exhale to the first side. Inhale back to center, exhale to the second side. Keep doing this. Keep doing this. I told you guys, for those new, I'm just going to keep looking at my, I keep getting friend requests for people to come in, so I just want to honor that. But just keep going, one side and then the other. One side and then the other. Right, you're breathing in, and then as you turn to the other side, you're exhaling. You should feel some snaps and crackles and pops already. Inhale, center. Breathe in, exhale to the other side. Okay, from here, we're going up to the down dog. So go ahead and let those fingertips and knuckles really push into the mat or whatever you're using, the floor. I used to do this for a full year just on a wooden floor, so that would be maybe better even than a rug. You can come right onto your wooden floor, put some oil on your hands. Your partner won't mind. Don't tell them I said that. Tuck your toes. Lift up and back. Now drop your head in between your arms. Good. You're going to walk this out. So walk the dog. I think I should put my hair up. Go ahead and walk the dog. So you're bending one knee, bending the other knee. You're just moving back and forth, just like your dog does in the morning. Now I'm going to keep talking, but do as I say, not as I do, because I want the fingers to be pushed into the mat. I want you to drop your head. Don't look at the video. Drop your head, and your ears should be in line with your arms, right? Come on the balls of your feet a little bit, and bend the knees. Come on the balls of your feet, bend the knees. Shoot your hips way back. Okay, come on the balls of your feet, bend the knees a little bit, shoot your hips back, let your head just fall in between your arms. Go for it. You should feel this nice stretching of the shoulder blades behind you, right? So keep there for a moment. You can drop the knees whenever you need to. And we will do that in a second. Okay, but those who love the dog and want to stay here for a little bit, go ahead and stay. Drop the head. And just enjoy this. Enjoy the stretch of the hamstrings, of the entire back. Inhale. We're going to exhale, drop our knees together. And we're going to place the left hand right down below our face. The inhale brings our right hand to our hip, and we open that right side. We turn toward the right side. And then some of you, the hand will come straight up, okay? So the hand comes straight up. Hopefully you can still hear me with my face turned away. And you do little circles here. So you do opening shoulder circles. Exhale the opposite direction. Take a nice big inhale, open up. Exhale all the way through. Thread the arm through. That left hand is going to move out of the way. So move it out of the way. Bring your hands all the way through that right side. The right temple is going to come all the way down. If it's too much for your neck, grab the pillows and bring your head right to the head and bring your right hand all the way through. Your left hand is just going to hang out there. Can you guys see me? Okay, I can't see myself. You're going to keep the left hand there and then open up here, okay? Some of you will go a little further, so that faces all the way down. And this left hand can stay, or it can come up behind on the back, on the low back, okay? So go ahead and just hang out here for a moment, massaging your own low back, right? Just allowing this to comfort you. Keep breathing into the low belly. Keep breathing. Stay there for a moment. You're welcome, Sandra. And then as you inhale, we're going to come all the way back. Now you're going to come into tabletop again. Try this on for size. You're going to kickstand the left foot off your mat. Left hand stays. You're going to open the right foot behind you on the mat. Now we're going to open to the same side that we started on. Just to release, right? Go ahead here, stretch out that back leg, open up the hands, open up the arms. Inhale, all the way back to center. Go ahead and do that wiggle. Do that wiggle again, side to side. Wiggle, wiggle, side to side. Second side, bring that right hand right below the face. You're going to open up that left side. Some of you will just stay here, that's fine. You can bring the hand up, have a little circles all the way through. Guys, if you're getting interrupted by family, if you hear video games, if you hear movies, go ahead, let it all be a part of your practice today. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to thread it all the way through. Same thing. Left hand goes through, move the right hand out of the way. Left side of the face all the way down. Or it can be on the pillows, right? I'm just going to turn so I can see you guys. Hi, Amanda. Okay, so from here, keep that face down. Keep the hand down. The right hand can stay down or it can come behind you on the low back. And just hang out here. Hang out here. Breathe into that low belly. It's going to feel a little different. Upside down, right? Than we did at the beginning. Keep that breath going. Let your breath inform your movement. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that hand back down. You're going to wind it back open. So kickstand the right foot off your mat. The left foot comes behind you on the mat. And you just open up to the same side we started at. Right? You can bring the hand up. You can bring it overhead. Good. And then from here, inhale, back to center. Let me turn the other way so I can see you again. From here, I want to just work on very simple cat-cows, but we're going to do it a little different. So if you know your cats and cows and love the way you do it, go for it. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, breathe into that belly, soften the heart, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Some of you will look up more, but for purposes of this, I'm looking pretty neutral. And as you exhale, arch into it as much as you need to do, but really drop the head and stretch the thoracic spine, all right, the middle, upper back. And we're going to keep doing that. Inhale, drop the belly, relax the shoulders, right? Squeeze the shoulder blades together, but relax the heart. Exhale, drop the head. Good. So I'm doing somewhat of a modified one, but I want, for those of you who have a stronger practice, do your own version here. Good. Inhale, drop the belly. The heart lifts a little. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the hands, the fingertips, right? Exhale, release. Hopefully you can hear my breathing. You don't have to breathe as strong as me. Just want to remind you, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, go ahead, tuck the toes. Come back into a downward facing dog. Good. Breathe here. Walk the dog. One foot and then the other. One foot and then the other. You're going to bring your right foot behind you like you're stepping on a wall. Now, if you can't do this, I want you to drop the knees first. So you're going to drop the knees, bring that right foot behind you. Okay. And then from here, we're going to step it through. Now here is where the blocks might come in handy, the chair, the child's toys, the boxes, okay? You're going to bring it all the way through into a lunge. I'm actually going to hold on to the chair, just for those of you who have a chair in front of you. You're going to bring your hands there, come into a lunge, grab the box or the blocks or whatever you have. You can keep your hands on the chair. Let the squeeze in, right? Squeeze in the energy in your legs. Inhale. Find that nice long line from the back heel all the way up through the top of the head. Just going to hang out here. Those who want to go further can release a hand, can release both hands, right? Pull that belly in and up. Feel that muscle energy. Awesome. And 2. Now from here, go ahead and start to stand up if you can, only if you can. Or you squeeze the legs in. Inhale, open the chest, bring the hands up. They can come all the way up. They can come into cactus. I know you can't see me there. It's okay. We'll just imagine. Good. Just 3 more breaths. And 2. Inhale all the way back down. You guys can step into plank. Those who have the chair or need to modify, drop the knees. Those in plank, go all the way down. Those of us on knees, go ahead and bring your body all the way down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart, lift the belly. Keep the toes down, but lift the knees. Inhale. Exhale, all the way back to child's pose or puppy. Puppy is when you bring the hips up, head down, or just go back to down dog. Inhale, come back up to hands and knees. If you're in down dog, stay there. Hands and kneesers, go ahead and you can bring that left foot up like you're stepping on the wall, or come up to down dog. Go ahead, bring that left foot behind you like you're stepping on the wall, right? Feel that nice stretch in the back of the right hamstring. And then we're going to step it all the way through. So again, those on hands and knees, you're just going to bring your hands to a chair or your box or blocks. Bring that left foot up. Inhale. the back knee. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee. Now you're in lunge pose. Squeeze the legs together. Right hip forward, left hip back. Good. Stay here. Keep squeezing the legs, right? Lift the belly. Right hip forward, left hip back. Feel that. Keep breathing into the belly, into the side ribs. You want to let go of a hand or two. Go for it. All right. Keep that head down. Keep it forward. Keep the crown of the head reaching forward, an extension of the spine. Once you have your legs squeezed nicely together, you have all that nice muscle energy. Root down to lift all the way up into your crescent. Hands can come into cactus, they can bend. And just notice the body. I'm very lordotic, as you can see. You want to try to bring the spine nice and straight here. Okay? So those who are Donald Duck bodies like me, you want to tuck. Those who are Pink Panther bodies, you want to do the opposite. Those who are neutral, congratulations. Inhale. As you exhale all the way down, come back into your plank or knee down plank. Squeeze the elbows in, lower down. You're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the belly, lift the knees. Exhale back to downward dog or child's pose. Stay there while I fix my mat. Come to down dog or child's pose. 5 breaths here. Good. Couple more breaths. Awesome, guys. Now from the down dog, right, or those of you with dropped knees, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring that right foot up behind us like we're stepping on the wall. And then bend the knee and open the hip. Now those of you on hands and knees, you can do the same thing. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can even drop your left forearm here and open it this way. Okay? You can bring the foot to the ceiling, straighten it out, and then exhale, square the hips. We're going to come all the way through, okay? Those of you come into Warrior 2. If you need the chair, you just grab onto the chair, drop that back heel, the left heel. We're going to open up into Warrior 2. So this is a wide-hipped, wide-legged stance, right? About 1.5 legs distance. Now there's another fun modification for those of you who are like, I've never done yoga before. What is Jenny doing to me? You can actually grab the chair and put it right underneath your leg here. There's your Warrior 2. Okay, so those who need to modify, that's a great one. So from here, we're going to inhale, straighten everything up. I know you can't see my face when I do this, but you're going to open up, straighten everything up, exhale, back to Warrior 2. Inhale up, exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale up, exhale, Warrior 2. Last one, inhale up, exhale, Warrior 2. Now we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Relax the shoulders, reach through the fingertips. Good. Nice strong spine, nice strong legs. Last 2. Last one. We're going to stay in the same position. You can relax your hand if you need to in the back. Flip the front palm open and then open and reverse it. Okay, so the hands are just hanging out in the ceiling. This hand, left hand, can stay on the hip or you can bring it down the back. You can also just let the top hand relax and take that left hand and just grab it. Nothing fancy. Those of you who know that back thing, the back, hands together, we're not doing that. We're just grabbing the hand. Last 2 breaths here. Thanks for making me do yoga this morning, guys. And 2, as you inhale, come back to that Warrior 2 and then straighten the leg. We're going to keep the same positioning and lean over into that right leg. I know I'm not mirroring you guys anymore because this is easier for me. Lean over that right leg like you're leaning over a counter. And that might be it. You see how in Trikonasana, triangle, many people try to come all the way down and their body torques in all different directions. You don't go far at all because you want the body to be in line, okay? So the arm can be in line, it can come overhead. you can just kind of hang on to your calf. But if you didn't have your calf there, if you didn't have your arms, how much body, muscle, torso muscle would you have to use? Maybe a hand comes overhead. Good. Root down, lift all the way back up. We're going to turn the 10 toes towards me or towards whatever. So you're long on your mat now. I'm going to actually lift this up so you can see. Okay. So what we're going to do, those of you, oh no, that changed the lighting. Those of you who have the chair, you can bring it in front of you. If you have the blocks or a box, we're going to bring it in front of us now. Okay, but we're going to start out like this. We're going to bring one hand, I'm just going to bend so you guys can see my head. One hand behind the head, this hand is behind the low back. We're going to straighten the legs, inhale nice and straight. You're going to exhale forward just halfway. You're going to pretend like you're holding a cane or a ruler or a, I don't know, stick. Inhale all the way up. Actually, let's do this. Let's inhale down. Exhale all the way up. You can even do it forcefully like that. Inhale halfway down. Halfway. So nice and strong in the legs, nice and strong in the feet. Exhale. Okay, one hand behind the head, pushing in. Inhale down halfway. Exhale. Okay, finally, we're going to come halfway down. Release your hands onto the blocks or onto the chair or onto a box or your child's toys. Okay, and we're just going to rock side to side. So you're breathing now into the inner legs, the inner groins. Breath is king, y'all. So keep breathing. Let the breath inform the movement. If the movement is hard or easy, the breath can make it harder or easier. You see what I mean? So inhale back and forth. Now, some of you might stay pretty superficial up like this, right? Some of you who have the chops to go all the way down into a squat on one side, go for it. Stay there for 5 breaths if you want, right? Inhale. Exhale. So nice to be with you guys this morning. So glad to be doing yoga with you. Okay. Good. So if you're even just joining us now, we're doing this every morning and every evening this week. Okay. And we'll see how the weekend goes and we'll see how next week goes. But every morning and every evening, it's going to be 10 a.m. For the rest of the week and 9 p.m. So here, go ahead and find stillness in the center. Find stillness in the center. Again, watch your body type. So for me, I'm lordotic. That means my bum sticks out, right? So see if you can come into a flat back here. The head is extended. Inhale. You guys can stay right here. Some of you are going to remove the blocks or remove the chair or bring your head to the chair and just exhale all the way down. Okay, I'm going to stay up. I actually have 3 disc bulges. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I'm going to do a modified. But go ahead and go all the way down. For those of you who can go, bring the hands all the way down under the shoulders, maybe even in line with the feet. And those of you who want to stay up with me, 3 more breaths here. And 2. Good. As we inhale, guys, those of you who are down, come halfway back up. You're going to start to turn into that right lunge once again. Turn into that right lunge. Come into, grab your chair or grab, drop your back knee. And exhale all the way down. So you're going to untuck that back toe. Okay, this is a tuck. Here's an untuck. You're going to take your block or your boxes and just start to walk back. You can do this with just fingertips too, right? Like bring your fingertips down. And exhale. I'll show you with the block, with the box, I mean. You can just inhale back. If you need that support, exhale forward. I tried this with books earlier. Unless you have really big, like, encyclopedia books, it's a little hard. Inhale, open that front leg, exhale forward. Right? Inhale, open that front leg. Exhale forward. Okay. Last couple here. Last couple here. As you exhale forward, you're going to release. So those of you who can come into plank, go for it. Those of you who need to modify, knee down, plank. Knees stay down, elbows in, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, head is long, lift the belly, lift the knees. Exhale back to downward facing dog. That was a long one. So remember, we're going to have to do this on the second side. So come to down dog or child's pose. Come to down dog or child's pose. I'm just going to move my stuff over to the other side so I don't have to turn away from you. Good. So take that time in down dog or child's pose to just feel the difference from side to side. And then from here, we're going to do that open stacking on the second side, right? So from here, bring that left knee up and over, or those in down dog. Open and stack the hip. You can straighten out that leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hip all the way through. Step it into warrior two. Drop the back heel. And then open up. Good. Inhale, straighten out that front leg. Exhale, release. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, release into warrior two. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to stay in warrior two for a moment. Feel the muscles working, right? In the tops and the bottoms. Reach through. Gaze over that front middle finger. Stop looking at the video. Gaze over that front middle finger. So good. When you're ready, you can drop the right hand if you need to, but you can flip that front palm and open it up into your reverse warrior. The hand can stay there. It can draw down the back. Right? Just notice the hand can come up. It can come over. Stay in that warrior two foot and leg position. Inhale, come back to warrior two. You're going to straighten out the legs and lean over that imaginary counter, coming right into your Trikonasana, right? Your triangle pose. So not leaning forward or back, just staying in the same long plane, this long line. Hand can come over, it can come up. Good. 3 more breaths. And 2. Root down. Lift all the way up. Once again, the hands come to the hips. We're going to bring all the toes forward again. Okay? So again, the chair can move and just bring it forward so you have something to lean on here. What we're going to do, I know you can't see my face, just pretend you can. Open up the arms here. 5 breaths. 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, 1. If you can, clasp your hands behind you. This is a great place for the strap or the scarf, right? You just clasp your hands onto the scarf or tie or whatever you have and open them up. This is going to open your chest some more. It's going to open your shoulders some more and stay here. Okay? You can even open up the heart a little bit if that feels good, like a little tiny back bend. Now, some of us are going to come halfway forward. This isn't one I should be doing totally with my discs, but you're going to bring your arms overhead and then let the body fall all the way down. So go for that. I'm going to release this, but go for that. Anyone else who needs to release, who can't forward fold, grab the blocks again, grab the chair, and we're going to come all the way forward. The arms are overhead now, right? The arms are overhead, grabbing onto themselves, the hands or a scarf. Good. From here, inhale. You're going to exhale, release that scarf, okay? Release the strap. You're going to walk your hands away from you. So those who have the chair, push the chair away. Those who have the blocks, push the blocks away. Or you can just do this with bare hands. Walk them away. And then from here, it's like you're doing a wide-legged down dog. So go ahead and drop the head. Drop the head. Go for it. We're almost going to come down and center, guys. Good. So go ahead in that wide-legged down dog. for 3 and 2. Good. Inhale. You're going to exhale, walk the hands back underneath you. Start to turn toward that left lunge once again. Drop the back knee, untuck the toe. You're going to inhale, walk the hips back, walk the hands back. Lift that front left leg, exhale, forward. We're going to inhale, walk it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, walk it back. Exhale, forward. Good. And when you're ready to release, inhale back. Exhale, forward. You can just release onto hands and knees. You can come into a plank. We're going to lean forward. Exhale, release. Lift the heart. And then exhale back to child's pose or down dog or puppy is when the hips stay high and you release the forehead down. Go for it. And then as you inhale, go ahead and come over to seated. Come to seated. Good. Here, we're just going to be in seated for a moment. Go ahead, long spine, right? So the spine is long again. Just see how it feels different. And you can bring a pillow if you really need it, if the back is being strained at all here. We are going to stay seated for a few more moments. And go ahead and bring the left foot out. So now I'm mirroring you again. So you're going to bring that left foot out. Bring the right foot in. Okay? What we're going to do is start to turn towards that extended leg. Okay? Inhale, open up. And then exhale, reach through the heel. Now you might not go far. Okay? You're going to kind of twist towards that extended leg. Keep there for a moment. Okay. Keep there for a moment toward that extended leg. Some of you will go down further. Some of you will stay lifted, right? And just kind of turn and twist toward that extended heel. Inhale. Let the breath keep informing your movement. Let the breath fill your low ribs. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Come back up to center. You're just going to bring the feet together. So, Baddha Konasana. The feet come together. Okay? Feet come together. Hands can stay at the shins. Inhale. And exhale, just relax the shoulders. Just for 3 breaths. We're lifting through the belly. Lifting through the heart. Relaxing shoulders. 2. Exhale. Extend that right leg away from you. Good. From here, we kind of turn the torso. Lift that left butt cheek out of the way. Lift it up. Inhale, open out to the side. Good. Breathe in. As you exhale, you just lean forward a little. Right? Notice the breath in the body. Notice any tension. You can stay here and breathe. You can lower down the chest towards the leg all the way down. Flatten out if you have that in your practice. 3 more. Beautiful breath. Keep sending the breath. 2. Inhale. Roll all the way back up. Go ahead and extend your legs out into a straddle. Doesn't have to be far. You could be here. You could be farther than me. Inhale. And start to kind of roll back and forth. Again, if you have the pillow there, you just pretty much stay. Inhale here. Exhale, same thing. We're going to lean forward. It could just be an inch. It could just be, halfway. You could come to your chair. You could lean over onto your chair. You could lean onto the blocks. You could lean onto your kids' toys, whatever you got, onto forearms, okay? So you can come down any amount. Some of you will flatten out, okay? Relax those shoulders. And 3, and 2. Inhale, roll all the way up. You're going to come all the way onto your backs. Now, guys, for those who, we're going to go in a few minutes, but this is the most important part. So thanks for those of you who have stayed this long. This is the most important part of the practice. So we just did a practice of movement. We want to rest now. We want to get all that good energy into our body as we rest. And I'll give you some, my nice signature, the way I bring people out of Shavasana at the end. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes as we come down. But I just want to do one more movement. So go ahead and come down gingerly, or however you like to come down onto your back. And go ahead from here and just let the knees kind of come in. You don't pull them yet. You can bring the hands behind you and just rock side to side. Keep breathing into the belly. Don't worry, I'm here to remind you. Keep breathing into the belly. Good. The hands can now come out into cactus. So it looks like a field goal post if you're looking from the top down, right? And maybe you grab the edges of your mat. Maybe you just keep rocking side to side, and this feels delicious. You can also just let the knees fall to one side completely, right? If that right shoulder comes up, see if it'll pop down. You can separate the knees a little bit if that feels okay, but I love the knees together. It's good for alignment. Relax that right shoulder. See if you can look over the right shoulder. Hang out here for 3 more breaths. And then inhale back to center. Find neutral. And exhale over to the other side. Okay, so the knees just fall over. The arm comes over. The shoulder tries to stay down. You just gaze over the left. And 3. Keep breathing into the belly for 2. Inhale back to center. Good. Last thing, you can do whatever feels good here. Sometimes I suggest just bringing the feet to the ceiling. Shake it out. Shake out the hands. Do anything that the body wants to do right now. Do anything that feels good. Maybe you open up into a straddle. And then stay here. You're going to stay here and you're going to extend the feet out wide. Oops, sorry about that. I got a call. All right, so go ahead and stay there for just a few moments. I want you to close the eyes. I want you to relax the hands, extend out. Good. Keep breathing here on your backs, closing your eyes. You'll hear the sound of my voice. Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishrapanchaya Shantaya Niralambhaya Tejase. Deepen your breath. Coming back to subtle movements, moving your eyes back and forth, moving your fingers and toes and your ears. Go ahead and start to exhale deeply. The knees can come into the chest. And rock side to side, rock over to one side. And then start to roll up to seated, eyes closed, hands together at the heart. Take your time getting there. We'll join together at the end of class. We'll join our voices. Let your family join in with you. Once you're seated and hands together, take a big inhale. Inhale. As you exhale, release your hands. Keep your eyes closed. For a moment, I wanted to read you quickly something from the Bhagavad Gita. And this is from the section of yoga with action. And the Blessed Lord is talking to Arjuna. And he's talking about the yoga of action. Those are for men and women who are active. And so not by avoiding actions does a man gain freedom from action, and not by renunciation alone can he reach the goal. No one, not even for an instant, can exist without acting. All beings are compelled, however unwilling, by the three strands of nature called gunas. And he who controls his actions but lets his mind dwell on sense objects is deluding himself and spoiling his search for the deepest truth. The superior man and woman are those whose mind can control our senses with no attachment to results. We engage in the yoga of action. Do any actions you must do, since action is better than inaction. Even the existence of your body depends on necessary actions. If you want to be truly free, perform all actions as worship. By worship, you will always be fruitful and your wishes will be fulfilled. So go ahead and take your actions as much as possible. Take the actions of yoga, take the actions of compassion, take the actions of giving, whatever it is that your service that you give to people, do that this week and for the next month. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate those of us who are independent contractors. Appreciate you. We miss you in the yoga studio, and you're helping us. And I'm going to give you some more ways that you can help other people on my Facebook page. So thank you so much for practicing. We'll be here tonight. Have an awesome day. Love you guys.